Hey guys, Neil79 for the Survivalist Mindset, and I have to apologize to y'all for not uploading a video in the last couple weeks. I have had some computer issues, namely computers have crashed on me, not one, but two, and consequently I have not been able to edit and upload videos until now. That's technology for you right there. Before I get started on this video, let's just talk about that for a second. Mankind, especially Americans, place their faith, place their well-being in the hands of, frankly, fragile machines, technologies, things that keep us afloat that the everyday man maybe doesn't stop to think about. How reliant we are on computers, how reliant we are on technologies, and how when these things go, life stops. I'm a prime example. My computers went down, no way to access email, no way to access bank account information. I have a couple of my monthly bills that I pay via the internet, and that even had to take a back seat while I got this figured out. And if something catastrophic happened, guys, if we found ourselves in the middle of a natural disaster, if we were attacked with nuclear weapons, EMPs, any number of things could happen to make our infrastructure go down. And if that were to occur, think about just how bad off you would be. That's where the survivalist mindset comes in, to be able to wrap your mind around what could happen, to be able to prepare your mind and yourself for our inability to rely on the crutch of technology if something were to occur. Right now we're going to get into the first of the 7 principles of the survivalist mindset. The first principle for the acronym mindset is M, maximizing resources. And I talked about this in the introduction video just briefly, and this is a very broad subject that could take quite some time to thoroughly go over, and it could encompass all areas of everyday life, of prepping, of survivability, of bushcraft, of whatever you want to apply it to. Maximizing resources can be something as simple as shopping around for the best price for an item or product that you want to purchase for your kit, for your bug out bag, for your preps, so that you can use that money, that resources that you saved, and apply that towards something else. Maximizing resources can also get into bartering, for example. Say you have unwanted or unused items laying around that are doing you no good. You can trade or barter those items for something that would be of more use to you without having to dip into your financial resources to acquire that item. I had mentioned in the K-Bar Warthog video that that's exactly what I intended on doing with that K-Bar Warthog, because it did not suit the purpose that I needed it to fill. And I replaced it, if you'll recall, with the Ontario Ranger Bush Series Afghan knife, and I did a short review on that, and there's more to come. When I take that out on my camping trip, I'll do a field review. But that knife, I feel, will suit my purposes more. So I had this K-Bar Warthog left over that was not going to be used. It was going to be on my shelf, in my closet, in the box, drawing dust. And I had said in that video that I was going to a gun show that weekend, and I did just that. And I replaced that K-Bar. I bartered that K-Bar Warthog for some other items that I found to be more useful for what I needed. I wound up trading them for a stainless steel canteen cup, a set of brand new Magpul MOE handguards for my AR-15, and some cash, $50 in cash, plus those other 2 items. So that worked out well. Speaking of the AR-15, we're going to do a video review on that hopefully this afternoon. Not so much a review of the AR-15, because you all are probably familiar with that platform. but more of a review on a keep it simple rifle. Again, a way to maximize your resources, a way to not spend every cent you have on a defense weapon and have nothing left over for ammo for that weapon, let's say. I'll talk to you about the particular rifle that I chose and why I chose it. Because, while it's good to have, trophies to show off to our friends, it's better to be conservative with our financial resources. Buy something that will suit the purpose and suit the purpose well, but that will not expend every cent that you have, thus allowing you to use that money for something else. The maximizing resources, guys, is going to be everything every day. When you're buying canned goods for your food pantry, when you're consuming those goods, I am really trying to instill this in my two boys, not to eat all of the snack cakes, for example, in one day, because then later on when you get home from school, you won't have a snack cake if you ate them all in the first day. Now, snack cakes are not necessarily the most important thing for survival and maybe not the best survival food, but I'm trying to instill that in them, that conservative value, that if I just eat one a day, this pack of 12 snack cakes will last me 12 days, as opposed to if I come home and hoard them all and consume them all at one time and not have any for later. And you can take that same principle and apply it to everything you're doing. When you prepare your dinner, take the leftovers, save them, eat them for lunch the next day. Not only are those leftovers not being wasted, but you also are not making another meal for the next day. You're consuming it all, you're wasting very little, and therefore maximizing your resources because you're not having to go back to your food pantry to prepare another meal. And it's little things like that. In our daily lives, every day we take for granted what we have. We can easily run to Walmart or we can run to the grocery store and replace it and have a meal ready to go, or whatever the case may be. And if we find ourselves into a real self-reliance, survival type of scenario, it's going to be important to conserve your resources. It's going to be important to ration your food, not to go wasting a bunch of ammo. Every bullet needs to be a meal. And how you can accomplish that is get proficient with what you're shooting now so that every bullet counts, because we're not going to be able to run to Cabela's and replace that bullet. This is maximizing resources. This is the core of this particular principle, and it can be applied to anything and everything. And as we go through and make more videos, whether it be here in my kitchen, out in the workshop, or out in the field, as I stumble across a way to inject that principle into what it is I'm trying to convey to you guys at that particular time, I will. I'll draw mention to it. I'll point it out, because every single thing we do, every day of our lives, we can improve on, and we can be cognizant and mindful of that maximizing resources principle. Thank you guys so much for your views and for your support and for your subscriptions. I really appreciate it. Again, I do apologize for the delay in getting additional videos up. Now that the computer situation is fixed and I have that crutch back underneath my arm, I'm sure we'll get some more videos out to you guys. I really want to get out as much information as I can. If I can help just one person become prepared for whatever may happen, then I've accomplished something. That's exactly what I'm after. So just remember, the only certainty in life is change. I can't even say what I'm wanting to say because the technology, that crutch, if you just heard that little chime, that means I have a message that I need to listen to. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, how dependent we are on technology and how that can distract us from the core, from what we're actually trying to accomplish, and that's to stay alive, and we don't even realize it. Anyhow, again, remember, the only certainty in life is change. God bless you all, and I will be with you again very shortly. Thank you.